Okay, bottle opener?
Yeah, I guess that would help. Are you going to start or am I?
I'm Adam from McKnight Carlson Wines.
I guess that means you're going to start.
Yep.
I'm Lee from the Oshkosh Beer Blog. What do we have? This is kind of difficult to explain what we have.
It is. I'm at a loss already. I don't even know much about this beer at all, but
in October 2015, Octopi Brewing Company started in Waunakee, which is just north of Madison. It's on the north side of Lake Mendota. And then Octopi started as, well, they not only started as, they still are, primarily going to be a contract brewer.
Yeah.
So other brewers can come in and brew their beer there. You know, either existing breweries or breweries that want to get up and running.
Can't scale up.
Yeah. But Octopi also has an in-house brand named Sign Brewing Company.
Got it.
And that's what we're drinking today.
That's the connection.
This is the in-house brand of Octopi Brewing Company, Sign Brewing Company. So Octopi, I mean, this whole thing started, the guy that launched it also co-founded that Five Rapids Brewery in Chicago, Isaac Shawaki. Yeah.
Huh.
And their brewmaster there is Mike Krause.
Yeah.
Krause, I'm not sure how you say it. He was at OSO for like 6 or 7 years. So
interesting.
And I mean, they've got
incestuous.
and they've got this like state-of-the-art brewery. It's like 50-barrel system.
Yeah.
You know, big thing.
So they're striving for the nicest, I guess, contract brewery in the Midwest is the tagline.
Yeah.
Or
well, I mean,
state-of-the-art.
I think this is something that's kind of needed around here.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's so hard for these breweries to get up and running, and here you got a place where people can come in and actually make.
But there's still in the craft beer community, contract brew is a bad word in some ways. And case in point, I just read an article yesterday about how Wisconsin Brewing Company has signed on to contract Toppling Goliath.
The only thing they're going to brew though there is Dorothy's New World Lager.
Yeah. Yep.
Which
I understand that.
If you're going to go job out your lager to somebody, that's a brewery job out.
Well, that's true, but you should have seen the comments of that article filled with craft beer trolls saying, "Oh, you know, well, Toppling Goliath is going to shit, and that'll be the first good beer that Wisconsin Brewing Company brews." And
I mean, that's what these people talk, but I just don't buy that thing about contract brewing being bad.
Yeah.
I mean, all right, there have been problems. If you go to a brewery and they're not on board with exactly what you're doing, that's an issue, and you're going to have to make compromises, and your beer's going to suffer. Yeah. But a place like this, what they're doing is this is geared especially for people that want to come in and make their beer their way.
Well, in the wine world, there's a thing called a custom crush facility, where you come in, you use the equipment yourself, you make your wine, and this seems like it's a very similar concept.
This has been going on for, like in Belgium, this is kind of a standard practice especially for brewers of Lambic. Yeah. Somebody else makes the wort.
Yep.
You know, then they take it and they blend it and whatever they're going to do with it.
Yeah.
I mean, I just don't see why it's an issue. Now, if you're a brewery that's going to the Minhas Brewery maybe in Monroe, and your beer is going to taste like every beer that comes out of the old Huber Brewery, that's an issue.
Well, I think that is kind of an antiquated, I guess, opinion with regard to contract brewed beers. I mean, you've got places like Brew Hub, which are, you know, enormous but state of the art. But I mean, I'm sure you're familiar with Cold Spring Brewery in Minnesota.
Right.
I mean, there was some contention about that brewery a few years ago when 21st Amendment Brewery from San Francisco started contract brewing their beer there to scale up rather. And, you know, immediately people were saying, "Oh, this tastes like shit beer," and, you know, we don't want this.
I think the problem is, like, if you ever homebrew, you'll realize how much of brewing really is just cleaning shit.
Yeah,
not, I mean, the art of it all takes place before the actual procedure takes place, you know. But to say somebody can't create their own signature style in somebody else's breweries, it's nonsense.
Yeah.
It's just total nonsense.
Yep.
Okay,
all right.
Put that to rest.
Get off the pedestals now.
Yeah. Okay, so what we're drinking is Third Sign's Pollux sour sop wheat beer.
So what is sour sop, or what is a sour sop?
I had no idea. No, I looked it up yesterday.
Here, let me help you with that.
So sour sop is this fruit grown primarily in Latin American countries. Well, I guess only in Latin American countries. I shouldn't say that. I think they can grow it in Florida too.
Okay.
But it's kind of like a papaya sort of,
just
citrusy sort of fruit.
Popping the cap on these, I got like a big waft of kind of like mandarin orange just right off the bat.
And this is they also, it's a fairly standard, begins as a fairly standard Belgian style wheat beer. So they have their flake barley in here.
Okay.
Is it flake barley or is it unmalted wheat? I can't remember now. Vietnamese coriander and flaked oats. That's what it is. So coriander is pretty, standard in these things. With a Belgian wheat beer base.
Classic color.
Yeah. And I mean, you get it's really aromatic.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of yeast aroma coming up in there right away. I get bubblegum too.
Yeah, this is pretty classic on the nose. I'm not getting much exotic jungle fruit.
No, I'm not either.
Right now.
The coriander I get though, and I get that spiciness, like a peppery thing.
It smells pretty much like a Belgian wit.
Certainly looks like a nice hazy. I imagine that's from the oats.
Huh. Well, it's a drier style Belgian wheat beer with plenty of yeast character, plenty of coriander, and not much soursop, in my opinion.
I don't know really. I get like a pineapple flavor.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that would. I've never had soursop.
Well,
so I don't know.
There's nothing that's jumping out at me right now. Maybe it's my morning palate that's not quite awake yet. But
I'm getting quite a bit of that pineapple actually. Do you get the lime?
I get mandarin orange again. I don't know. It's nice.
Yeah, it's very nice. I mean, there's a lot going on here. I'm kind of surprised. It's 4.5% ABV, but it drinks more substantial than that.
Well, and again, this is most of the beers we drink are at kind of a cellar temp or slightly above that, so they're kind of at their most effusive when we're drinking them. So I think that comes into play. If you chill this down to 55 degrees, maybe a lot tighter, a little
more crisp out of it.
Yeah. But it's got a nice, at this temperature, it's got a very nice flavor.
Yeah, it does. And I'm really into the aroma. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm getting a lot of that bubblegum and pineapple. With that peppery kind of background to it.
I appreciate this because it's still fairly well balanced. It's somewhat restrained. It doesn't go full blown. Belgian.
It's not. Well, what would be interesting with this if this beer were bottle conditioned.
Yeah.
Where it would really just kind of dry out and you have that kind of super effervescence. I mean, it's an effervescent beer, but it's not. Usually with beers, you think of a little bit more pounding CO2 carbonation coming out of it.
Yeah, it is a hair light, but tastes like a good drinking beer.
I like this.
Yeah. So best part about these, they all retail for well under $10 a 4-pack. The beer we are drinking is $6.99 a 4-pack, which I think is a pretty nice price. Yeah. And
they have a fairly complicated marketing scheme here, where they do these beers in like pairs. So the beer they paired with the soursop wheat beer is Castor, a dry hopped wheat ale.
So that's an American wheat?
I guess so. I haven't tried it.
Okay, I haven't tried it either.
It'd be kind of interesting to see how the two contrast. If they do these in streams.
That's a style that I like personally. Yeah. I had to try the soursop.
This to me just like this screams food.
Yeah.
Like this is a good. Like, what would you think? What would
potato salad? I don't know. That was the first thing that came to my mind. It's like picnic season, so this would be a good picnic beer.
I was thinking something buttery, like mussels or maybe shrimp, something.
Yeah.
Because it's got that like tartness to it.
Way to go traditional.
Oh yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean it's.
Or popcorn. How's that?
Popcorn. That works. Friend of beer.
No, I like this quite a bit.
I like it too. And like I said, the price points are all pretty nice. So they make an IPA in addition to the dry hopped wheat and the soursop wit. And then you said they make one more beer that you had talked about.
They've made several. They started off with like a mild ale, like an English style mild ale.
They thought that was a bad idea immediately.
They moved beyond that pretty quickly. I think it's a good idea. We need some.
It is a good idea, but nobody wants that.
I know it's terrible. I don't.
Nobody gets it or wants it. So.
Well, I mean that kind of makes. I was just thinking. So this is our 52nd show.
Really? How did we miss number 50?
I don't know. It's just they could just
went by the wayside.
Right by.
Well,
but
we're really serious about this.
I was thinking. What really strikes me about since we've been doing this is just the sheer variety.
The sheer variety of IPAs we've tried.
of beer. I mean, like, there's never. Our problem has been more like figuring out what we're gonna do because there's just so many new beers constantly coming in.
No, you're absolutely right. I mean, we could do 2 shows a week with the volume.
Maybe you could.
Well, with the volume of new beers that are coming out. So.
Yeah, but it's amazing. I mean, do you think the idea of a flagship beer, of a brewery having a flagship beer, is just dead?
I don't know. I mean, I think you look at Toppling Goliath with the Pseudo Sue, and you have to think that beer is paying the bills and then some.
Yeah,
but you got to reach that kind of level if you.
2 years from now, is that beer going to be passé?
Probably.
You know,
I don't know.
I mean, it's like this revolving door of.
But
beer.
Still, I mean, there are always. I think Pseudo Sue has kind of reached the level of Zombie Dust now, where there's people who were, 2 years ago were getting into craft beer, everybody wanted to try Zombie Dust. Now people who are getting into craft beer, everybody wants to try Pseudo Sue if you like hops. So.
Yeah, until they go onto Beer Advocate and see all the haters talking shit about them because they're brewing something that down in Florida, so that'll be the end of that.
Yep, absolutely. So, no. Hey, two more quick tidbits. Stone Brewing Company is now back in the state for good, and Revolution Brewing Company from Chicago will be making its appearance here soon. Their Anti-Hero IPA is widely regarded as one of the best in the Midwest. So
maybe we'll do that next week.
Yeah,
amongst other things.
Amongst other things.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
Cheers, Lee.
Prost, Adam.